we said that Raw was just going to be all brand new and all refreshed because that's what happens at the Raw after WrestleMania with it being the biggest Raw of the year. That's exactly the opposite of what did happen on the Raw after WrestleMania. Although we did have a Queen and some Vikings return, we are looking at WrestleMania Backlash just being a rematch of WrestleMania 37 matches, and I can't even begin to explain what happened at the end of our main event or even what is going on with Alexa Bliss and The Fiend. If you're confused too, let's talk about it. Welcome to a brand new episode of Kimmy Talks Wrestling, and we are dissecting the Raw after WrestleMania, and we are starting right now. Now, if you noticed, there's a new intro, there's a new logo, so shout outs to the one and only Kyle Masters from the AEP, and also Tiffany, also from AEP. If you didn't know, that was the surprises that both of them made me while I did have COVID, and I'm very, very thankful for it. The intro was supposed to debut in my predictions video with Kyle, but it didn't, but it's okay, because now it's here. Like the new beginnings. But thank you so much, Kyle and Tiffany. I very much appreciate it. But let's talk about Raw. Now, there was a lot of speculation here of what really was going to happen on this Monday Night Raw. I mean, it's the Raw after WrestleMania. We've seen NXT call-ups, Money in the Bank cash-ins, and shocking championship changes. We didn't get any of that. In fact, two of our brand new champions didn't even show up on the show. Sheamus. AJ and Omos? But if we're gonna start it right, at least let's start with the positive. The Viking Raiders are back! Huh. Now the Viking Raiders are one of the top tag teams, I would argue, in the entire world, and they had a match, and it was okay. I mean, it was against Shelton Benjamin and Cedric Alexander, but they're back, and this is a really good feud, especially for AJ and Omos. You know, they do have that, New Japan history, so maybe this could be a really good match. But I'm really excited for them. They are a top tag team, and I really think it's going to refresh the Raw tag team division. So I was very excited to see them back. If you didn't know, I believe Ivar had shoulder surgery. And the other one, who's married to Sarah Logan, was of course taking time off to spend with their new baby. But speaking of returns, we didn't get the man. We got the Queen. Charlotte comes out right before Asuka versus Rhea Ripley and cuts one of the best promos that Charlotte has ever cut in her entire career, saying how she was left off of WrestleMania and it just wasn't fair. Everything is just, well, I wouldn't say conspiracy. But it was all things she couldn't control. She was the one who paired up with Asuka. She was the one who, is really the opportunist around here. So Miss Opportunity is going to be the new thing. And she even ends by saying that you can get mad that all of your favorites aren't the top star and I'm that person that's taking that opportunity away from them. But that's not my fault. This was one hell of a promo. Heel Charlotte is way better than face Charlotte. And in that rematch between Rhea Ripley and Asuka, again, the man did not show up. We got the Queen. DQ. Are we really getting the show with that match now? Really? Really? I do admit that Ripley and Asuka for night 2, because like I said, we did see this on Sunday. Botch. Huh. Come on. I feel very bad though. But their match on Sunday was way better than their match last night. And speaking of new, we have a new commentator. David Bowie. Should have called me. Just saying. I gotta get used to him. We'll see. But from the good, we go to the bad, because like I said, it looks like WrestleMania Backlash is just going to be a repeat of WrestleMania matches, because we start the night off with Bobby Lashley and Riddle confronting him saying, you know, like, I'm really happy you won, but, you know, I want a shot. Bobby said no, and Riddle's like, well, you know, on this date, you said that anyone could challenge you. On this date, you said that you wanted some new, like, opponents. So this is how the match starts off. Obviously, Lashley wins, and then Lashley, like, goes on to celebrate that he's looking for new challengers. Braun Strowman, Randy Orton, and Drew McIntyre all come out. And so Adam Pearce is like, oh, let's do a triple threat match. Because, you know, Adam Pearce loves those triple threat matches as of late. And Drew McIntyre. We saw this already. We actually saw this at the last Backlash pay-per-view. Again? Really? And it didn't even end there. Because with 2 minutes to spare, when you might have thought that we could have seen a Beast, a Samoan, or even Adam Cole baby, T-Bar Mania, and Mace, also known as Dominic Dijakovic. And they beat up Drew. They beat up Drew. So you're telling me we broke up the Hurt Business for MVP to get a new tag team that is losers, worse losers than Benjamin Alexander. What? Like, I just want to know the thought process that went into this. I don't even know. Like we were on such a high. Like, that first hour was really good, and then we just... Why? I mean, like, you could have called up a tag team. You could have even, like, I would not have even minded that much if you put Ricochet. Ali probably would have been a better fit. Like, oh. I gotta see where this goes. Because I'm not liking this so far. Maybe next week we'll get some explanation. And then, so this whole Fiend storyline. So first we get Alexa's Playground. Now Alexa's Playground, basically she says, you know, like, I was lost, and then the darkness found me, and then the darkness went away, and I've learned that I could become, like, more powerful than the darkness, and I've learned so many things that I could do for myself. But while I was learning all these things, I also unlocked something a little bit deeper. I introduced Lily. Now, Lily looks like the doll from Toy Story 3 that Bonnie has, like the one with the purple hair, like that's what she looks like. That's what I was comparing it to. So now, obviously, speculation is like, oh my god, it's Nikki Cross. Or, oh my god, is that Alexa's version of the Fiend? Like Alexa will turn into Lily? Like, is that what's going to happen? So, okay, like, that kind of made sense. She's more powerful. Okay. Do you know what happened on the Firefly Funhouse? Bray just literally pulled, like, on the BTE episodes, when, like, they hinted the Elite was splitting up, when it was, like, Cody, Adam, and Marty, and then Kenny and the Bucks, and Marty would just be like, we're fine, the Elite is fine, we are all fine. That's literally what the Fiend did. The Fiend just literally walked in there and said, we're fine, everything's going to be fine. What do you mean everything's going to be fine? Like, how are we not furthering this? And, like, this is the first time we've seen the Firefly Funhouse since December, because he got burnt at TLC. So what? Like, you know, the road to WrestleMania is known for, like, bigger storylines and fresh feuds, and we are literally getting the same feuds. Now, my bigger question is, like, is this going to, like, SummerSlam? Fiend versus Alexa? What? I just don't know what to think. Like, Raw, like, I just don't understand how you could be a mess on one show and then, like, fine on the other. I mean, I like the new version of the Thunderdome. I think it looks really cool that, like, the crowd's kind of on the side of the entrance ramp. I think that's kind of cool. But I'm just like, why? Why? So, yeah, like this video, comment what you guys thought about Raw, subscribe, click that bell for notifications. And in case you guys missed it in the mayhem of WrestleMania, we are going to be starting to do all the shows. So NXT, AEW, Impact, and SmackDown. I gotta see if I can get Impact while I'm still in school. I'm going to be moving out, I think, the first or second week of May. So I gotta see if I can get Impact up here. The last I checked, I don't get access, so I might have to watch on Twitch, or I think my dad found an app I can use in replacement. But yeah, that's the plan. And yeah, that's it for me. WrestleMania week is officially over. And I don't know what to think. I should be sitting here all excited, and I'm just lost. I'm lost for words. WWE pains me. I think that's it. WWE pains me. But it's okay, because one day I'll be working there and life will be great again. But until tomorrow with NXT.